Hey folks, Mr. Neil Drake here. This is a Chevy LV3 V6. And this is Westech Performance Superflow 902 engine dyno. In this video, we're going to test a few different configurations, including different headers, different intake configuration, and then an oil additive. A Holley 750 Street HP carb is sitting on top of a modified LS3 single plane intake. The heads are CNC ported from Frankenstein Engine Dynamics. The cam is provided by American Custom Cams. It's 233 degrees of duration and 610 lift on the intake, and 244 degrees duration and 635 lift on the exhaust. It made 348.3 horsepower at 6,700 RPM and 317.9 pounds-feet of torque at 5,100 RPM. Kinda disappointing. I swapped out the headers for a set of 1 7/8" long tubes. Bye-bye 6-into-1 headers, you didn't work. It made 369.6 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 319.7 pounds-foot of torque at 4,900 RPM. Not bad for just a different set of headers. Next, we added a 1-inch tapered combo spacer from HVH. We also played with the jetting a little bit. That's it. Let's run. It made 380.9 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 326.7 pounds-foot of torque at 4,900 RPM. Our next run was to test RevX oil treatment to see if it would gain power and torque as advertised.
Nanoparticles.
It made 383.5 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 328.9 pounds-foot of torque at 4,900 RPM. RPM. That's a gain of 2.6 horsepower and 2.2 pounds-foot of torque. But I better talk a bit more about how we ran this test. After adding the Rev X, Steve Brule did a 10-minute run-in on the engine. We then cooled the engine down to the same temperature as previous dyno runs. So, reiterating, we got a gain of 2.6 horsepower and 2.2 pounds-foot of torque just with an additive. We backed up those numbers with an additional 2 dyno pulls. Oddly enough, oil pressure was down 10 psi for these runs. Maybe you can help me in the comments explain what's going on there. I appreciate you watching. Let me know your questions, and have a good day. Thanks to my daughter Sydney for editing, and my brother Kevin for getting this in memory of our dad.